Hello, welcome back to Team Fantasy Disc Golf. Once more, my name is Eric Hughes, and in today's video, we are going to be going over event scoring. How do you score in Team Fantasy Disc Golf so that hopefully you can win your league? So, we're going to be using again the zoo as an example. As I mentioned before, each league has teams. Each team has a roster of no more than 7 players. Out of those 7 players, only 4 people can be active per event, okay, where you're actively scoring points for them. Let's take a look at Big Turbo, for example. You got Paul, Kona, Austin, and Lisa, okay? Those are the 4 active people. Notice that there's 3 people on the bench. And then here are their individual scores for that event. You add those all up together, magic happens, you get some bonus points, and that is your weekly score, right? And then you add that up with all the other weeks, and then we figure out who the winner is. Let's see. Notice, as a side note, in a separate video, we talked about setting up a roster that you've got these 3. We're going to shift over to Mandalorians. You've got 3 people on the bench here. 2 people did play the event, but you didn't get scored for them because they weren't active. Okay. This is my team. I wish I played Brody, right, over Emerson or Andrew, but it happens. You have to set your roster, and then hope for the best. How players get their individual scores? Well, respectively, MPO and FPO, first place gets 25 points. Okay. After that, second place and on is a sliding scale down, right? So first place gets 25, second place gets slightly less, so on and so forth till last place. And that sliding scale is dependent on how many people are registered for that event. So if only 10 people are registered, second place is going to have a significantly less amount of points than first place, versus if there were 100 people, it would be more a smaller stepwise fashion, I suppose. In terms of player performances and bonus points, let's look at player scores real quick. This is the data over the last 4 years, but this gives you a good idea. We're looking at this right-hand side right here, okay? So during an event, did someone get a league? Were they on the league card? How many rounds were they on the league card? How many rounds were they on the chase card? Did they get any aces, eagles, bogey-free rounds? Was one of their rounds above their average rating? Were all their rounds above their average rating? These are all things that we take into account per event, and you score bonus points off of those. Let's look at player scores by week. So again, this is just the same thing, but just broken down for individual performances for an event. So this is 2020, event 12, the USDGC for Katrina Allen. And her tally score was 39.17. She got second. For a placement score, this has changed from last year. So it would actually be, Paige got first, she got 30 points this year. In 2021, it would have been 25. We just changed it. But she also got bonus points for being on 3 lead cards. She got bonus points for having 5 eagles. She got bonus points for average rating, her round being above her average rating, and then all rounds above her average rating. And for that same event, she actually she edged out Paige Pierce by 0.17 points, even though she got second place, but it's because she got 1 more eagle. That's significant. That's crazy. Katrina Allen is the Team Fantasy Disc Golf GOAT, if you don't know by now. Let's go to league standings real quick. And so this, if I'm going to scroll down here, this shows you our weekly score. So this is week 8, and this shows you who's active, what points did they get, but then also based off of those points, you get extra bonus points for your placings. This might change next season, but this is how it is for now. So first place got 20 points. This is also dependent on how many people are in the league, how many teams are in the league. And then it's again a sliding scale. Last place got 0 points, okay? And so then that accrues to your total weekly sum all overall, and then that factors into this nice graph here, and then our league standings, okay? So that's essentially how you score. You score points, okay? I actually am going to mention one thing. was gonna do it in standings. Actually not. Anyways, catch you guys next time.